One more interesting point, students. If we exchange the groups twice on the chiral carbon atom, the configuration will not change. Means, let us assign priorities to these groups, 4 groups. It is an amino acid. The first priority goes to, this is the chiral carbon atom. The first priority goes to nitrogen and second priority goes to among COOH and CH3. COOH gets the priority and CH3 gets the third priority and hydrogen gets the fourth priority. Now, if we draw an arrow mark, what is the configuration? 1, 2 and 3. It is going in anti-clockwise direction. So, the configuration is S for this. The configuration around this carbon is S. The fourth priority is lying on the vertical line. So, no need to change the configuration. Now, if we exchange two groups, these two groups are exchanged and these two groups are exchanged. Then what happens? Let us see. A chiral carbon, now NH2 is coming onto the right side and CH3 is going up and hydrogen is coming to the left side and COOH is coming down. Okay, students. Now, after assigning priorities, first, second and third, the arrow mark is going in which direction? Clockwise direction. The arrow mark goes in clockwise direction, but the fourth priority group is lying on the horizontal line. The arrow mark is going in clockwise direction, so it must be R. But considering the position of fourth priority group, the configuration becomes S only. Right, students, this is an important point. This kind of questions also come in the examination. 2 exchanges or 3 exchanges. 3 exchanges will change the configuration. The odd number of exchanges change the configuration. Even number of exchanges will not change the configuration. Another example is, this is glyceraldehyde. OH gets the first priority, then CHO, C double bond OH. So, second priority goes to aldehyde group and third priority goes to CH2OH and hydrogen fourth. Now, arrow mark is going in clockwise direction. It is going in clockwise direction, but the fourth priority group is on the horizontal line. So, the configuration is S here. Now, let us exchange, let us do 2 exchanges. Let us exchange these two now in this direction. A carbon, OH is coming up and CHO to the left side and hydrogen down and CH2OH to the right side of the chiral carbon. Now, first priority, second priority and third priority. It is going in which direction? It is going in anti-clockwise direction. It is S configuration because the fourth priority group is on the vertical line. So, the configuration around this carbon is S. See, the same S configuration in both. So, we can prove that the even number of exchanges on the chiral carbon atom will not change the configuration. The odd number of exchanges will change the configuration. Okay, students. One more important point and interesting point. If we change the positions of 3 groups in cyclic manner, that also does not change the configuration around chiral carbon atom. Now, let us see what is the configuration around this carbon. Iodine first, next bromine, next chlorine and fluorine, fourth one. The arrow mark is going in clockwise direction, but the fourth priority is lying on the horizontal line only. So, what is the configuration? It is S configuration. Now, let us do the exchange in a cyclic manner. 3 groups in a cyclic manner should be exchanged. Fluorine will be exchanged to chlorine and chlorine to this position and bromine to this position. Iodine we are not changing. This is the cyclic manner exchange of 3 groups. Now chiral carbon and iodine on the top and fluorine is coming to left side and chlorine is coming to down and bromine is going to the right side. Now what is the configuration? First, second, third and fourth. It is going in clockwise direction. The arrow mark is moving in clockwise direction, but see the position of fluorine. Fluorine is on the horizontal line. So it is S configuration. The configuration is not changed by changing the positions of 3 groups in a cyclic manner. By doing this, the configuration will not change around this chiral center. Okay, students, we have to consider all these points while assigning the RS configuration to the given molecule. Glucose has 4 chiral centers, and in the examination they will ask what is the configuration around 2nd or 4th chiral carbon atom in glucose, or a 5 carbon sugar also may be given, arabinose also may be given, and they will ask you. You have to assign R or S configuration to all the carbon atoms whatever they ask. Okay students, it is an interesting topic. Hope you have enjoyed viewing this video. Thank you.